So the last time, the last session we had was like an interesting one, guys. We went from the graveyard where Ghastly evolved into a haunter, Gary, where he found out he's the champion of darkness
And
and
alive.
alive, and your parents probably are as well. And it's not like so it's for you. There's a new reason for to fight here to get
Right.
your parents back, to get yourself back. Um, so yeah, you guys headed out towards yeah. So you guys headed out towards the ships to save some Pokeax, and you guys did it. You know there were 3 ships. You guys, especially a Cookie, he infiltrated as one of the unarmed or disarmed. Um, you guys did a lot of good work there, trying to not get caught. Using one of the middle ships, the cannons, to shoot the other ships. A lot of havoc happening there. Everybody's confused what's happening, and then you guys took those eggs and you fled. Well, that was the first city. You guys fled, but you guys went in different directions. Um, Nate got out with the eggs and headed back to the ship. Uh, let me see. Gray, no, not Gray. Gary uh, stayed behind. He could have gone to the ship as well, but he stayed behind looking for Cookie. Um, he found Cookie, and you guys fought some Luxios, and you guys, the Luxios were having problems. They were having fightings among each other. Since you guys stole the axe, they were in deep shit. They were like, we fucked up, and we need to either go to the other side or we'll be punished. So yeah, most of them they changed. I think like 5. After a fight they changed to you guys, and if I correctly, Gary and the Luxios went south searching to go to the ship. But Cookie, you wanted to stay behind because you were gonna fight the captain of the ship. Because you found out that they caught like your owner, your trainer. Uh,
Yes.
and yeah, you were like, I want to try to save her. I want some information more, or at least I think you wanted more like revenge, even if you didn't have her. You wanted him taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys had a fight. What we must admit is, like in the last session, I always forget the types bonuses to recalculate it. So you did some darkness attacks on the Skuntank, which shouldn't have done like almost any damage. But it doesn't really matter. You didn't use like dark attacks the whole time. There were not a lot of attacks because he got the best of you. He was just too strong for you, and he threw you over the ship, like damaged, thinking you would die. But you were picked up by some water Pokemon, and that's where we last saw you, like knocked out in the water, being dragged away. So yeah, Nate was heading back at that moment to see to pick you guys up, and
Yep.
Gary was heading south to either walk back to the ship or find Nate's boat. I think that's where we left off. So we begin this session. We get this song like playing if it's like a show, and we hear these those bells, and it's playing. We hear Sleigh Ride, the song.
I thought you said Slayer.
No, it's Sleigh Ride, like the Christmas song. We get like a flashback from Cookie, and he's like reminded of like one of his Christmases with his trainer. Your trainer was a rich girl, right? She was.
Right.
How old is she around now?
About now, I'm going to say about 8 or so.
About 8. Okay. So yeah, this Christmas maybe she got you for Christmas, and it's like the Christmas she got you. So we see her opening this present, and like you come out, and she's like overjoyed with happiness, and that is like your first Christmas. Like she's getting you, um, and you know you're unwrap other gifts with her. That's like she probably sees some cookies and she has to think of a name for you, and there's like some chocolate cookies for Santa over there. And that's how you got your name.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to add to this? Is there something special in the Christmases there, or something special you do around Christmas?
No, I think that's pretty much good.
Okay. So yeah, we zoom out of this scene, and we'll head back to the other guys first. So yeah, just so I'm aware, that's especially for Gray. Gray, normally when you're gone for a session, you hide in someone's like backpack. Did you do this time? Like, did you hide in someone, or did you hide in, or just went back to the ship? Is this also can also like you're a trap.
Seems legit.
So yeah, let's say you just. That's the thing is now is great. It's like everybody split it up into teams. So my question is, who are you closest to right
Who
now?
are you with?
Are you near Nate? Are you near Cookie? Or are you near Gary? Okay. So yeah, we'll head to Gary, and Gary, you're. If we look on the map, let me see. You haven't. I think this is yours. I don't think. Oh yeah, I have to do alt. You're around here-ish. No, maybe more over here, I guess. I'll put it there. So yeah, you're heading south with 5 Luxios. You've been going for some hours, and like you don't have any. You don't get tired of like moving around. That's not. I don't even think you sleep. So
Nope.
this is not what time you are. But the Luxios, they had a hard night. They had to like guard duty like almost all time. They did have some rest, but it was minimal. And then all this happened, and they had to search for hours, and now they're running. They're also a little bit like stressed. They're like stressed out a lot because of this, because you know they switched teams. They're like, yeah, we're with the disarm. Um, even maybe some of them are even questioning if they're doing the correct thing. Nobody wants to say it out loud because you know he's like, no, I want to go back, and then everyone else would kick his ass.
Right.
And they're just following you. Like they are putting all their trust into you, and seeing that you're a hunter, and like all the other people they use to serve are also ghost Pokemon. There's also like this worry that you're secretly not with the other guys, and that you're letting them into some kind of trap here. It's like, yeah, you switch sides now, you will be punished, that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
So what are you doing? It's like, are you going ahead? What's the pace you're going at? Are you guys running just a normal fast pace, or are you just slow and careful?
Where is it that I'm heading again?
Yeah, you were heading to. The idea is that you're heading towards here to the sea, so that either you can see Nate maybe, like on his boat, so that he can find you, or that you can from here walk towards the ship by the beach. So if Nate would head back, there's the bigger chance to find Nate. That was the idea. So heading towards the beach and then
That's
follow
right.
the beach.
It was toward the beach. I'm gonna push them as hard as they can go. Like if they stop, I'll stop and ask them to continue on. But as long as they keep moving, I'm gonna stay in front of them and keep the pace high.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what they will. They'll try. Of course, they sometimes like need a small break, but you know that's really like for their limbs to get. They're not going to sleep. They're they keep trying to keep this high pace. Maybe you don't see a lot of like Pokemon here, like either from the normal people who live here or from the invaders. Maybe we see some Pokemon like run away. Maybe there's like still some villagers around, but yeah, no, they see the Luxios and they see a Haunter and they're like, getting the hell out of there. Too fast for you guys to react. And even though like maybe you guys talked about like should we go after it, and I was like, yeah, we will probably like only scare it more. um, and they probably also like you don't know all the communication they're sending towards each other because they can send communication through like their electricity, if I remember correctly. But yeah, you guys are heading, so I think you'll make like a lot, but it takes a few hours to like get to the beach. So let's say you're around here-ish. Let's head back to Nate. Nate, you were heading back with the thing. I think you already moved like a little bit, a few hours. So
Yeah.
So yeah, you went back to the ship. You brought back the axe. I think what's her name? The Glamiao is staying. Minnie is staying at the ship for the moment, protecting the axe. So it's you and Cindy on this little boat from Pokemon, the vehicle from Pokemon Snap, in red. It's a yellow picture, but we said it was a red original. Like she's the only one who like can control this boat. Like at this point, like you know you have far to go because the plan was to meet up more around here at the end. Now, would you be what would you be doing? Would you just be looking? Are you using your focus already? Are you just chilling?
Yeah, I
for
guess
the
I'll be
moment?
trying to focus, see if I can sort of see either Gary or Cookie.
Yeah. Are you even like looking for sorry, for Bobby? Is it like Bobby will show up eventually?
Well, I don't know he's there, so it's sort of like, oh, you're here, hello.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll go to Bobby in a moment. Like he would be around, like you said, around Gary. So yeah, you're trying to focus. So yeah, roll some focus just to see if there's anything from this point you can like detect.
Roll page.
Currently you're not finding anything, which is to be expected. Yes, because you're far off from Gary at this point.
Yeah.
And the last thing you knew was that like Gary was trying to find Cookie, right? So you don't know what Cookie went to do. It's left behind you. So you're like searching for the both of them mostly. That's also a thing. So you're like, if I find one, I find the other. So, hopefully. So yeah, Bobby. Is there while you see Gary floating as a hunter, followed by like 5 Luxios, do you let him know, or are you just still secretly following him in some like changing forms just to not get noticed, or? Okay.
Great.
So he's
Oh my
there.
God, it's John Cena.
So yeah,
What time is it?
we see you in the like we get this like small shift in the trees, and we see some shadow lurking in the trees. And if it's like a show come, we don't know it's you yet. It's like we just see some shadowish thing following them. And we make it look like dark and big just to make it look like an enemy. So yeah, when we pan over back to Cookie again, we hear this song when you wake up, and you open your eyes, and I would say I'm thinking you guys slept, and you did like the fight in the morning, like before sunrise, because you were sleeping, like in the night. You were like, "Fuck it, we're doing this stuff."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking this is like maybe like 5. Yeah, it's just the afternoon. It's like 12, 1ish o'clock. So it's so for myself, I know it's like daytime. So yeah, you wake up and you look around and you see all these different kind of lights. While you actually hear the song being played. That's the thing here. You see all right. It's still like an island vibe, so still like palm trees and stuff. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like there's all different kinds of lights, and it's not Christmas lights. It's supposed to look like Christmas lights, but it's more like somebody made it out of junk. So like normal light bulbs and all kind of different lights that drop there used to make Christmas lights.
Silverware.
And this song is like playing from like multiple spots. Like there's like a phone system. We see some like lawn ornaments, also like dressed up to look more Christmassy and stuff. Let me think here. Yeah, so we see these. I think it's like this oven, and it was baking, and when you feel the smell from like cookies coming off of it, and it starts to move, and it moves towards you, and the oven like door goes open, and you see it like talks like, you're awake, you're awake. I was afraid you wouldn't wake up.
Am I awake? This is normally ovens don't talk to me.
Roll a will save.
He's like, oh yeah, sorry, and he like the oven closes, and he moves back first, like in the spot where it was, and this electric light comes out, and out of it comes a rotom.
It's a Manaphy.
It's a rotom. Like the rotom is the electric Pokemon that comes into all sort of electric.
Yeah, the ghost electric type.
Yep.
Oh, you're a Pokemon.
It's a ghost. Kill it.
Like yeah. Well, I saw some water Pokemon drop you on my small beach here, and I gave you some medicine. You're not. I don't have a lot of it, so you were hurt bad, and like when you look at yourself and you can still feel it, you're still like very scratched up. You know this is probably gonna leave some marks on you, like for a long while. Like they could fix you up, like in like human towns they would, because we never see like Pokemon with scars, like maybe one in like 1,000 or something if we look at the anime. So it's not gonna scar you up for like life, but like for a while you're gonna be like scratched up.
Yeah, I mean they have the Poke Centers, which heals like you in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and in the games they do, right? Like Pokemon have fights all the time, and this is just like compared to this, like Pokemon battles are like hard. It was like easy peasy compared to Pokemon battles.
Do.
So he's like, what happened? Like still the song is like going on in the background, a little bit softer because you guys are talking.
That's Skuntank.
Skuntank?
I forget his name.
It was, let me check, Captain Steelsmell.
Captain Steel Smell?
I'll type in one.
Okay.
So,
oh, Captain Tail Smell.
Who's that?
It's the worst name ever.
The leader of the unarmed. Or disarmed.
Yeah. He's like, they sound bad? I have no idea, man. And like, this is maybe the point that you look around, and this is like this really, really small island. And you don't see like any islands like in the distance looking out to the sea. It's just this little island in the middle of nowhere.
I'm now just picturing this guy as the crazy guy from Treasure Planet.
I know the movie Treasure Island. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
for some reason, my mind just went to the Disney version first. It's like, wait, no, the actual book.
I can't really like remember the crazy person from, but yeah, I would see him like he's got an island, and that's like something they play off like as a crazy person most of the time.
Yeah. Where am I?
You're on my island. I like to call it Christmas Island.
Christmas Island, but what season is it actually?
What would it be? I'm because it's like an island themed a game. I would say somewhere in summer.
Okay, but it's the middle of summer.
He's like, yeah, I know. I just love the lights, the songs, the music, the cheer. I had to do something while I'm stuck here.
You're stuck here?
Yeah. Well, at first I was stuck here. After a while, like I got some options to get away from it. It was like, yeah, where should I go? I don't know. I was happy here after a while. But yeah, at first I was just stuck here. And he's like, I was banished from the electric city underwater. He didn't like me playing my songs the whole time and being creative. All things had to be technically advanced and be for good use. And I just like to make stuff that were fun, you know?
I can understand that, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
so
just been a little while since I've had fun.
really, well, yeah, it looks like you had a hard couple of, well, at least weeks, months.
Yeah, something around that.
It's been like maybe 2 weeks, I would say. Um, he's like, so, why are you, are you, you said you fought, but then I'm asking myself, like, who was the bad guy in this fight? Mm, do I have to be afraid of you? Are you gonna fight me?
No, I'm not gonna fight you.
Well, okay then.
I probably wasn't as good as I should have been, but Tail Smell, he's a really bad guy, and he took my, my trainer.
he took your trainer? Like this is like that, and there's like this swear word. But I don't know. Maybe it's like super cute, like Christmassy. It's like that that naughty boy.
As a Rotom, I'd kind of just picture him making like pager sounds or fax machine sounds, like.
Sure. Like that, yeah. And he's like, maybe there's a moment. It's like for him, normally he's just in his like. There's nobody here around him mostly, and if it is, he just talks from the oven or so. For him, he has some problems like showing himself. So maybe he's like, having uh like weird movements. He's like maybe like his eye is a little bit twitching and stuff. He's like a little bit twitchy, yeah, because he's normally not in this Pokemon form, but he's almost always in like one of those stuff that's around here. Um, he's like, yeah.
I'm going to painfully try to get up and say, I need to get back to the others.
Yeah. He's like, that's maybe gonna be a problem. Almost nobody ever gets here. Like there's a water Pokemon maybe every 10 days, if you're lucky. Um, yeah, I don't really have. And to be honest, I don't even know. And he like looks around, like I don't have a map or something. I don't know where. Where are you from, by the way?
Hold on, looking at the. We have a boat by Relaxed Beach.
He's like he doesn't have really have short, more like his uncle's like, no. No. Are you from one of the islands? or are you from more further away?
I'm originally from farther away.
Originally, and he's like, so
Mhm.
why do you want to get back to Circuit Islands? Or do you want to get back to where you're from originally?
I can't go back to where I'm from originally yet. My owner's still out there, scared and alone. So I have to go to the islands. I have friends out there.
Yeah, maybe my friend can help. He's like, no, follow me, and he maybe goes into like a toy car, and the toy car starts driving, and we see him like going, and like Christmas lights, like I said, and even like I said, the lawn decorations. So we see instead of like what is it, a pink, what are the creatures called? Instead of a flamingo, maybe it's like a dodo. And instead of gnomes, there's like a Pikachu gnome and a Squirtle gnome, like the normal. So it's all Pokemon themed, of course. And yeah, he heads off towards this stable.
There's a statue of Delibird.
Hmm? Yeah.
There's a statue of Delibird.
Yeah, exactly. I know there's like one Pokemon episode that's where Jinx helped the real Santa Claus, like in season 1.
Oh yeah, the band episode.
Yeah, one of the banned episodes. But that's because of Jinx, not because of Santa Claus. Like Ash met Santa Claus, like even before meeting like rare Pokemon, he met Santa Claus. It's good that they banned that episode because it didn't make sense at all. So yeah, he heads off towards his table and he's like, Gabe, wake up, we have a visitor, Gabe. And it's like, you see him like talking at the car towards this table, and on this table we see some coconuts shaped like an execute, like with drawn faces on them. So it's like an execute made of coconuts, and they're just standing there with like faces there. It's not, the execute's not doing the coconuts are doing anything. And he's like, oh, what's your name? This is Gabe. Wait, you didn't mention your name. Remind me. What's your name?
Cookie.
And like he's in the car, but there's like this like weird sound, like a happy sound from coming from the car. It's like, Cookie. Well, that's a great name. Hi, Cookie. My name is I didn't make a name for this guy. Let's call him David for now. Yeah, David's good.
Nice to meet you, David.
So yeah, maybe my friend can help. It's like, and he's like talking. He's like, well, yeah, he's stuck on the island and he really needs to get back. He's like, yeah, that could work. Wait, does it work like that? No, I don't think. And he's like, oh, really? It's like, and he looks a little like, did you know that?
What's Gabe saying?
You know, Gabe's saying that you're part water Pokemon.
No, I had a chance to evolve into a water Pokemon, but I'm a dark Pokemon.
And he looks back at Gabe. See, Gabe. It's not like how it works. And he's like, I'm listening. Really? So we should. Oh, yeah, we could definitely try that. Don't you think so, Cookie?
Try what?
What Gabe said, heading up towards the center, and there's something there we could use.
What's in the center that we can use?
He says I need to train you about changing forms and stuff, because I can change into like electrical, and he thinks that could help.
Really?
Yeah. Listen, Gabe knows everything. We'll just do it. Let's at least give it a try. It's like there's not much else we can do.
I suppose we at least have 10 days before anyone else comes. So
And he's like, yeah, at least if you're lucky. So yeah, like, and he like picks up, come Gabe, and we'll head back to the other guys while we zoom in on one of like the weird drawn faces on Gabe, and then we'll head back to the other guys. So yeah, for you guys, I think it's around 4-ish, 5-ish right now, and yeah, you're heading to the beach. You're at the beach right now, and maybe you're looking out over the beach to see. There, and Nate, you already like paused him a little. Yeah, that's the thing. Like Nate, roll focus. Let's see if you can still sense him.
Boop.
Okay, 13. So let me think here. Let me see what you rolled. 4, 5. That's a pretty good roll if you're like a normal. Like basic is like people have 2d6, so you roll more than that. So let me see. I would say that I don't think you essentially sense them, but you sense maybe like a message from the Lord Satu. It's like like you get this feeling. It's like you're going the wrong way. Head back. It's like head back to find your destiny.
I turned to Sydney. Is it Sid? No, Cindy.
Cindy, yeah.
Yeah, Cindy.
Yeah.
We're going the wrong way. We must turn back.
Really? And she's like, well, okay then. And she's like doing we see this 180 degree like turn around. She's heading back. What are you doing, Gary? Like you head towards the beach. So you and the Luxios are on the beach. What's the plan? Like they're like, okay. Like maybe we'll like actually saying, okay, we're at the beach. What's the plan? And they're all very like tired and. Well, we need to get out of here. It's one, at least says another one. What's the plan, Gary? And like another one's like, what's the plan, Gary? It's Gary there.
Gary?
Trevor? Oh, he's just not there. we'll head back to him in a second. He's probably getting something real quick. So. Again, the sound of silence. So yeah, like maybe we'll go.
Cookie's martial arts training montage.
Well, we'll head back to Nate and Cindy in the ship. Maybe she's talking like, do you really think we're gonna find them? I'm kind of worried.
Lord Zartu has guided me over this way. It is no false prophecy. He must be over this way. I feel like I've given Nate a lower voice, but screw it.
She's like, this Lord Zatu, like, how do you know him?
Back when I was in my village, I used to serve under him. And
you've seen him?
We gave gifts to him from the people. He appeared to us occasionally in our most troubled times. He was the last thing I saw before I woke up on that ship that is on this island.
Wow. Like, she was like, yeah, she was like, yeah, they said to me, you were in a Pokeball, right? And she like taps you on the head, on the helmet I made for you. Or in the helmet I made for you.
Yes, not entirely sure how it happened, but it did.
And they said the Pokeball exploded or tear apart when it did something.
It hurt, but that's why I've got this hat now.
And she's like, yeah, it's. I've seen Pokeballs, but your one is older.
It was from long ago. I would imagine.
Do
Time
you have
passes very quickly.
Do you have any idea how long you were in there?
No idea.
Like,
All I know is Zatu woke me up at this moment for a reason. And I must search for that reason.
I mean, if you don't know, do you think it was so long that you forget how time worked, or was it like a few days?
I don't know. One minute there was just a bunch of fire. Next minute I was on the ship.
Wow. So yeah, at this point she's like, maybe we can think of, is there any technology where you're from? Maybe I can refer to how old you are. That
My village was a very closed off village. We used fire as warmth, berries as gifts, and thatch as walls, or wood as walls even, to protect us from the evils of the outside.
Well, what kind of evils?
Bad humans, bad Pokemon, people who want to steal and pillage.
Did you get a lot of those? Like, did you get something where like word stealing?
We had a few, but with Zatu's guidance, we managed to fend them off and lived in peace.
This one's
Till that
like,
fateful day.
did you have some? I mean, these invaders are looking for some, magic and like useful items. You don't think they like pillage your town, do you?
I'm not sure. All I know is we had instances in the past where they wanted to steal from us. They wanted to learn the secrets of Zatu, but Zatu protected us.
I hope that's not what happened. I hope everyone's fine and just been hopefully a short time. Just because
I pray for them every night. I pray for my brothers and our followers.
This is like, you mean brothers as in related, or brothers as in they also believe in
Brothers and sisters of Zatu, the followers, the disciples.
Yes. Okay. At this point, she's like, "Do you sense anything new right now?"
Let me roll.
Sure. Yeah, so it's not like sensing one of them yet, but it's more like sensing a feeling that you're going in the right direction.
You sense Cookie's annoyance at the Christmas music going on.
Nope, he's sensing more like Gary's direction and your direction.
So we're heading in a complete opposite direction to you right now. We're heading in the correct direction. Let's move forth.
Trevor, are you back? Trevor! I will type in Skype so he knows to let me know if he's back. Oh. So yeah, then we'll head over back to Cookie. So yeah, Cookie, we head back and we see this this large palm tree where you guys heading, like decorate like a Christmas tree. Even on this tree there is made like a face, like it looks like the one of the Alolan executes. Alolan executes like Christmas version. And he heads there, and like he has like a lot of like things around it, like a dishwasher, a television set, radio. I wouldn't say computer. I'm just naming some like some lamps. So yeah, you guys are walking there, and he puts like Gabe next to the tree. Yeah, you sit over here and give us directions. Okay, um, so how did it work the first time you changed? Is it just normal evolution, or you said you could change in multiple, but you choose this one, correct?
Well, I had to touch a stone to change.
He's like, I heard about it. So, but you're dark. What kind of stone did you touch?
It was a dusk stone.
Like if you were reminded, you didn't get a dusk stone. You get like a
Oh.
special stone.
Oh, that's right. Yes, it was. Actually, I think I still have that stone. So
You have it
I'll
still
pull
on your.
the mystic stone that I got.
Do you have it on you? Did you took it with you?
I'm pretty sure I took it with me.
Yeah, sure. Oh. Like for Gray, like the Chris, he only has that one song. Like he plays that the most of the time. He tried to make some own Christmas songs, like remake them, but this is like the only like CD he has, like this one song. Or else it's like with like the use of like modems and own bells that like he tried to make other songs, but to make up for that he keeps this one like on repeat like every few songs. So do you show him the stone?
Yeah, I'll take out the what remains of the.
So yeah, he grabs the stone and says, "It looks like it's a pretty stone." I know. And he touches it like, well, at least I'm not evolving. And he's like, "Can I evolve?" I forgot.
It only works on a few Pokemon, if I remember right.
And he's like, "Wait, what you saying, Gabe? You evolve with the help of a stone? Oh, here, take this." And he like puts the stone on Gabe. Doesn't seem to be working. But you say the stone is special, Gabe. Okay. And he hands you back the stone. And he's like, yeah. Gabe's saying the only way for you to get away from here is, to understand who you are. You have powers, even as a dark Pokemon, that you have to get into. Like me, and he's like, he teleports like to like the dishwasher. He's like, well, now I'm a water type, and he like, oh, the doors open and he throws bubbles out and stuff. And he's like, I can also be a fire type. And he heads towards the oven, and he's like, flames, and he's like, now I ruined my cookies. Because they're still in the oven. Well, at least I just burned these cookies and not you, Cookie. And he's like, so the question, and he comes out back again as his normal Pokemon form. The question here is, Cookie, why did he change into this? Why did he choose for the dark one? Like it was like the same as your player choice. You thought it would be the most helpful, I would guess.
Yeah.
Like that could be
the most meta answer I could, but yeah.
It wouldn't be a meta answer. Like Pokemon know about like the fodder Pokemon. They know they have to be afraid of water Pokemon, right? Mm-hmm. So that's like a thing you understand it. You want it to be the most helpful in this. Because that was like a thing for you. If I can help these guys, then they can help me get back to my trainer.
Yeah.
That was essentially, I think, the reasoning for Cookie to choose this one.
Mm-hmm.
If it's different, you can tell me, but I think that makes the most sense.
No, that was pretty much exactly it. Like, with everything going on, Dark seemed the most useful. Like, one of our enemies was a ghost type.
So he says, I understand, but being the most useful is different every time. You're most useful for what you're hoping to do, and that's fighting ghost Pokemon, correct?
Well, I also wanted to try to find out more about the unarmed, which I did.
The disarmed. Yeah.
Disarm, sorry.
No, that's good. I also confused. And he's like, yeah, but you could have done that with another form, right? You didn't. You thought it would look maybe better, but it's like, what is it, Gabe? Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Yeah. And he's like, um, but you said you're from a human world, correct? Do you have a trainer, Yuki?
I do.
Did you and her ever talk about evolution? Or him or her? I don't. He doesn't guess it's her. So he's like, does your trainer, did you and your trainer ever talk about evolution?
I'm just thinking about this. Like, sometimes we did.
Well,
Or at least she did. I don't think she could understand me.
that's like a thing. Like Pokemon can make if they know if you hated an ID or liked an ID. Mostly they know, they're aware of that. But it's not like, yeah, I want to be Flareon. Like that's harder to tell your trainer, right? It's like fire, and then you can be like, ah, yeah. So he's like, what what did she? And he's like, especially like, because she said she is like, what did she wanted you to? She was happy with you as an Eevee, right?
She was, yeah.
It, was there plans for evolving you?
Uh, well, she wanted to get into contests, so she was thinking Sylveon.
And he's like, Sylveon, and he looks Gabe. Oh, thanks, Gabe. Fairy type. Oh, thanks, Gabe. Hmm. And how did you feel about it? It's like, did you want it to be a Sylveon because that's what she wanted? Did you want it as well?
Um, Truthfully, I was all right with anything. Like, I didn't really know what I wanted to be,
It's like,
so I stayed Eevee for till I needed to change.
that's the thing I'm hearing you. You always change in what you needed, right? So you changed into this because that's what you needed at the moment. You wanted to change into Sylveon because that you thought that's what your trainer needed, correct?
I suppose so.
So, and he's like, look around, Cookie. So yeah, you look. So do you look? Have a look around? Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we see this. This is like the middle. The big palm tree, Christmas tree is like the middle. There's like all electrical devices, lights, songs out. But if you look further, and like most of it is water, like going for miles, like till the point you can see just water. He says, "What do you see?"
I see water and a lot of Christmas.
Water. Like you said, you're stuck here. So tell me, Cookie, what do you need now?
I need to get off this island.
Say it again.
I need to get off this island.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. That's what you need right now. And he grabs like the stone, like from your hand, and he touches you, and he's like, say it again.
I need to get off this island.
And again, we see this. We see you like glowing white, and you're essentially you're changing shape. You're evolving again, and this time you're evolving into a Vaporeon. You see you like.
Well, dude.
So yeah, like with the stone, you now have the ability to change between an Vaporeon and you are an Umbreon, right? So between an Umbreon and a Vaporeon, that's like what the stone gives you. You can like we'll give you an extra sheet for that like later.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have like a bunch of extra sheets. Like,
Yep. It's like,
it's a good thing I like making macros because Those level ups.
He's like, well, I hope you can swim. I'll get back to the island. And he's like, see, Gabe knows what he's doing all this time. We see this quick snap to one of the faces of Gabe. And he's like, Gabe says you're shoot, and he like point head that way. That's where the island is, right, Gabe? So that's the thing. Are you going to swim and follow the direction Gabe is telling?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you're heading off this island in your new Vaporeon form. You can like swimming is like normal for you right now. I would say a Vaporeon could. It's not like you can cross the whole ocean as a Vaporeon.
No, but
you
I'm
can
sure it
make
has
it to the
a
island.
really good swim if I remember right.
Yeah, but it's like it's a small Pokemon that I still think they need to breathe for some of the time. I wouldn't say
I
they
think
could.
it can breathe underwater.
Okay, I know it. Like in the anime, they say that it can turn like invisible underwater or less detectable. I know. So yeah, Trevor, are you back, man? What you doing? Trevor!
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 We
Did you
need
fall asleep?
you.
Nope.
Wait. Oh, maybe I can kick him from the skull and like recall him. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Move from no, I don't want to end call with this person, and I'm thinking that it will end the call.
I can. You just click on the little button by their name. I can actually kick them out of the call.
Really? I can't.
Yeah.
I don't have a button there.
There we go.
Okay, so I will recall him. So maybe that will wake him up.
I need to find the picture I had for Vaporeon again.
I have to wait because I can't re-invite Trevor right away. Maybe no.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I can.
Okay.
Like, sorry for all the people that were in my Skype list that showed up on the on the video because of that. Like, do you want to join? And it showed all the names from my people I know on Skype.
Well, you got a cameo.
Yep.
Now they're all gonna get friend invitations.
Yeah, that's.
I found the picture. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Maybe we can pull that up. Now you're. Nope, Trevor's gone. Bye, Trevor.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm thinking I will just take over from Trevor for a second, I would say. Or I won't talk for Trevor, it's more like what's happening around him and what his impulses are. So if we look at Trevor and they are at the beach and they're talking about like head out, like separate guys and like look for stay in contact with each other, like with electricity, because you're still seen as invaders by most of the guys. So if you see anything, let this Luxio. He's keeping one Luxio with him. Like let this one know, and he will tell me. Like maybe at that one moment, like one of the Luxios tells to Gary is like, I think we're being followed. He's like, wait, what? Yeah, we're being followed. He's like, up there.
I'm huge.
And so they like turn around. And they snarl in the direction of you, Bobby. Like, what do you can still try to hide. I mean, your specialty is hiding, but you can come out now if you want. Nope, still hiding. Just honking. Like, is it like real honking? Can they hear you, or are you trying to stay stealthy? Joint, you can roll stealth to see. Oh, it's a horn.
That'd be really creepy. Just a random horn. The forest following you.
Sure. Yeah, you can have a horn. So yeah, they're going in the direction of the horn. They're horning like Hong Kong. They're going heading that direction. That's the question. Is like, do you want to just stay there and tell us what you're looking like, or do you wanna hide again? It's moving. Yeah. So if you're moving, they're trying to run. They're probably faster than you. But you can try to use stealth for this, but then you should roll stealth, and we'll see how good you are at. Like maybe you always see this like palm trees like having this horn. Can you roll stealth for me, Bobby? Just to see how good you are. Yeah, no problem. It's not like they're gonna find you. It's like maybe like even Gary at this point is like the horn is like this is weird. And like there's a moment for him it's like Bobby, is that you? Like do you react? He's still like nope. Well, you can stay hidden. And he's like, okay, I think it's you, Bobby. If it's you, you can stay hidden if you want, but we're trying to find a way off the island. Um, and he just licks the land and like Gary, like I think it's coming from there, like this tree, and he like licks the tree. Okay, that's not you, at least. It's like, okay, guys, back to the plan. This is a friend, I guess. I hope. If not, you guys just tell me. The, what is like? Hey, is that what you're saying to him? Are you saying that to Gary? Okay, he's like, Bobby? Yeah, what? Where are you? Let me see if I can make the roll 20 to close bigger on for the reading. You want to buy a potion? He's like, no, Bobby, I'm fine. You can keep it. You can keep the potion. I don't need it. Like, where were you, man? I was looking. We were looking for you. Like, what are you looking right now? You're looking like a crab. Is it like a little like crabby-ish? Okay, you can't see me. Okay. You went into a small organism. Sure. Um, yeah, so he's like, okay, well, follow us. We're trying to head back to the ship. We saved some eggs, but uh, I hope Cookie made it out safe. He went back to some ship. I think he's went into a fight. And he sent out Luxio. Okay, go Luxios. We'll try and find. So the Luxios spread out over this beach here. So like someone going this way, someone going to go that way. I would say roll perception, Nick, just to see if you can see them. I will do the same for Cindy. I'm just gonna roll this one.
Oh, no, I can't.
Well, Cindy does see them. She's
Okay,
like,
good.
she's like, yeah, I'm seeing some guys over there. I think they're enemies, right? And I think they probably can see you as well. But they're like far away. They're like it's not like they can swim up towards you guys. But yeah, so they send a message to Gary. It's like, yeah, we see this little red thingy in the water. I was like, oh yeah, I'm heading that way. That's my friends. And then he tells the Luxios to hide for a second, so not to like scare you guys off. So he's not currently. Gary knows what you're doing, right? He knows the telepathic thing. He's used it, so maybe he's also now like trying to send out like, Nate, I am here. So yeah, roll focus again to see if you can.
See if I get it. Oh dear, lucky 13.
Yeah, so you feel
Wow,
Gary
unlucky.
like sending
Nate,
this
I
message,
agree.
like Nate, I'm hit. And you get also you not only get that, but you also get this this very very small signal. It's like a weird, confusing signal that you recognize a little bit to be Bobby. It's like smaller than usual.
Bobby's there as well.
What? Sorry.
Nate's questioning that.
Oh, like Cindy's like, wait, what?
It's like, hang on.
Are you sensing something? Like, do we should follow these guys? These invaders?
Something that I've recognized. Something familiar. Crab-like. But not a crab.
Maybe it's Bobby. Okay, let's head towards Let's follow what you're sensing. And, you guys head out. It doesn't take long for you to see Gary, and Gary sees you. And like Gary floats like over immediately towards you guys, like you're just over the water. You step on the horn. Dude, who steps on the horn? Because nobody's like walking except for the Luxios. Because Nate's still in a boat and Gary's floating. Okay. Don't forget, Gary's a floating Pokemon. Oh, how did you get? No, you're not on the boat. You're not on the boat yet. You can't like teleport. Well, you could have crawled onto Gary and jumped off. So yeah, that's possible. Vapor Eevee.
Vapor Eevee.
Damn. Yes. Okay. So yeah, you see Gary, and you sense that Bobby is with him as well. Like you probably guessed that maybe he's like in his item bag or something, and you didn't sense him before, but now you can. But you know he's close.
There.
Are you trying to hide? But are you still like? Can they see this little crab like doing? Can they see you're doing this crabby dance when they? Or are you still like too little to see? Like yeah, you sense Bobby. You probably like look this way, like oh yeah, it's Bobby. So I would say Nate see this. So
Bobby as well.
Like Gary's like yeah. Wait, is he here? And he's like, I know he's somewhere around. Like Gary's like not focused on this tiny little crab. The same is like for Cindy. She's like also like looking around. But maybe while you're looking at it, they also like spot him. And it's like Gary's like, we those Luxios are with us now. I mean, at least those five. We've been walking like all day. Can they? Like, he's like looking around. I think they should be able to fit on the boat. Like, you know, we have one problem. I think Cookie went back. I expected him to be back by now, but he didn't show up. I'm worried.
Perhaps we should go look for him. If we go to the boatyard, he might still be there, waiting for us.
Yes, I think we should, but I think we guys should walk and let the Luxios go back to the ship with Cindy. Or should they come with us? They're tired.
Let them walk.
Let them walk. Yeah, good. We should. Can we give them some kind of signal so that they know that they're not with the invaders anymore? Like maybe Cindy's like, yeah, I have this. I can give this device. And maybe they have like walkie-talkie to the ship. I think she made something like an intercom on this boat, and she's sending a message, and it's more like dots and stuff, like dot 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 dot.
Morse code.
Yeah, more like
Morse
like a Morse code. Like she's still working on it, so it's sending like a signal, like 5 Luxios headed your way. they're now on our side, and the code they make up like a code word to make sure it's those guys. But she also sent like, don't know if we can fully trust them, so maybe keep them at like the relaxed beach or at maybe Pinch Beach, because Pinch Beach has a fort. So that's probably what she sends. Like, yeah, they will send a code word and we'll keep them at Pinch Beach for now. So yeah, Gary goes and like relays the information and say like, yeah, maybe you should guys sleep for one night, like hold guard hoodies and then head away. But he gives the code word and then they tell them to head back to follow the beach until they see the sand fortress, and then say the code word, and then it will be okay. So yeah, those guys head off. Gary floats towards the boat.
Come to us, Gary.
What did you say? Sorry. What did you say?
Oh no, just nothing.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask something to Gary, and it's like, okay, but apparently you didn't. I thought this is what you said, so I was like, okay, what's the question? So yeah, you guys are on the boat. Cindy like turns around again. It's like, yeah, which way to go? And like Gary goes like, yeah, I think he went back to the ships. It's like Cindy's like, oh, and then I'll give some extra speed, and she's like hits a button, and like maybe there's like a turbo mode there somewhere. She didn't use a lot, but now it's there's more speed needed right now. So yeah, it's gonna take you a while for you guys to head that way. If we head back to Cookie, what? Oh, that's your. I think. Well, what the hell is that? But it's your Vaporeon there. What's that on the map? I was like zoomed out. I was like, what's that? So let me put you on your correct spot here. I would say you're would be around here. Let me see the distance of this. It's about. Let me see the distance. I have to zoom to see if this distance is correct. Yeah, I would say that's reason. No, you would be closer than that. That's a lot. You would be even around here-ish. Like the island would be around here, I would say. Like, cause this is like 30 kilometers from the 45 kilometers, so you wouldn't be able to see that from there. Because that's like a big that's like 9 hours of walking distance.
Mm-hmm.
So
let me quickly look at my swim speed now.
Oh, bloody hell. There's a giant crab there.
I'm going to make it smaller.
Oh, I shouldn't look at the core book. I need to look at the Pokédex.
Yeah, I can have a quick look as well, so I'm aware.
Alright. And Vaporeon. Okay, yeah, my swim speed is 8.
Okay. Swim speed, nice. Now let me look for myself in the Pokédex to see if anything else happens for you here. Like, just so you know, it's like it takes an action to change into another form. It's not like if it's a fight, you can say before the fight, or like, oh yeah, I see he's got. I change quickly before we start.
Mm-hmm.
And after all, it's like this move. If it was a TV show, they made like an animation for you to change, like Digimon or something. You know, it's like it spares money to use the same animation for changing every time to go into this like little movie. Then,
it's a Sailor Moon animation.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have water balls. Oh man, you have Aurora Beam. Nice. Stuff like that. And you have You can swift swim. I don't know. You have to choose a basic ability after all, because you can
Yeah.
also get another
I'll
basic
do that
ability.
once I have a sheet.
Yep. I can give you a sheet already if there's,
Mhm.
because I see that sometimes. Let me give you a sheet so that we don't forget to give you one. Orion, Cookie, and player journal from Dustin, if I'm correct. Right, Dustin?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are heading this way. Dustin, how are you feeling? You've been swimming for Cookie swimming for an hour now, but normally this would have been hard. Like as Cookie, you couldn't like swim for like maybe 5 minutes, and now you've been swimming for an hour with ease. And this new body. It's like how are you feeling?
It feels incredible, like kind of like a fish to water.
Yeah, and maybe like after an hour you see some Pokemon, like I would say like a tentacle, like Magikarp are always like around this island.
I kind of imagine Cookie's like more like a dolphin now, like just kind of like hopping around, looking
Yeah,
at things. Like,
and I think we also get this like we see you like swimming, but we see like how fast you're swimming, and you're like swim like this. Maybe this Magikarp tries to swim away real fast, but you're like getting past him like real fast.
under the sea.
So yeah, you're heading off towards those guys.
Mhm.
Like maybe you sometimes come up and we see you still around, and you maybe see like some small islands like in the distance, but this is not like these are as small as like where you were from. So that's not what you're searching for, but just we are aware that those are around. Maybe like in the distance we see like the mountain plateau, like the top of it, like the flat area. We see it like in the distance, like coming into view. So we head back to the boat. Like I'm trying. I will try to call our friend again here, Trevor. Oh, now
Yes.
he's like away. So I don't know. Maybe he got a call or something.
Yeah, it might just be like AFK, like fell asleep or something.
It's also a possibility. Because he was here for a second, so we know he's not at work this time. I don't think he's asleep because this shit will wake him up. The calling thing.
You'd be surprised.
True. That's true.
I know I can sleep through a bunch of shit.
So yeah, back at the boat. We have to make up a name for the Pokemon vehicle at some point because it doesn't have one. I looked at that travel. I couldn't find one. So what's Bobby? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna focus, see if I can sense his life form anywhere nearby.
Yeah, so Nate's gonna focus. Yeah, you try to focus, and then Bobby like blares on his horn again, and you lost concentration.
Damn it, Bobby.
Try to concentrate. Like Gary probably he's like float. He's not on the boat. He's just floating, like looking. He's keeping an eye on you guys, but he's like floating along the water to see if he can look in the distance. So he could be 1 square away at max, I would say. So he's been like flying around like this, maybe flying over the island to see if he can find.
Yeah, I got an idea that would help.
Well, I must say like Gary's probably like focused on the beach more than he's on the sea. What's your idea, Cookie?
Okay, I'm going to take the stone and go. I need to contact the others and turn into an Espeon.
So, yeah, you try to do that, but no. It's
okay. Darn,
that's one
like,
thing. You don't really need that right now. It's like, yeah, you need to swim.
all right.
But I should remind you,
everything.
you're the guy who has like you're a Vaporeon with fire attacks at the moment. as well.
That is true.
She still have the fire attacks on you. The flaming.
I should give that to someone now that I can actually like manually like just change my typing.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna give you types. So now you have 2 forms, and after a while I'm gonna give you more on the case. But for now you have 2.
All right.
Yep. That's like I'm not gonna give you like all the abilities in one time. It's like you have to earn them.
All right. So I guess I'll surface and breathe fire.
Okay, so let me see how
That's
far.
the weirdest sight, like seeing a water Pokemon just go fire breath.
So yeah, you're like a long distance still away, but you do that like. Do you do that like often, like every like half hour, 15 minutes, like you do this, or?
Yeah, I think so. It's like a flare, like.
Yep. So yeah, these guys are
I'm not
heading.
sure
I would say they were heading towards here. On.
Mystic fire.
So yeah, you're heading still towards the island. Like, now you're closer. So you're heading doing this fire. So I would say Bobby, roll perception, and the same for Nate. First roll perception. We can do focus after. Let's see if you can.
13s and 9s today.
So yeah, Cindy doesn't see. So like Bobby, you're playing your horn, and in the distance, you see something. You see something moving in the water, and it's spitting blue fire. And this is like a thing. You guys know blue fire is probably Cookie. It's like, do you share that to the group? So yeah, maybe like Nate, roll your focus to see if you just sense to look in this direction. Yeah, so you sense like
13 again.
it feels like Cookie's signature, but it feels a little bit off. But you look in that direction, and now you also see like the blue flames. So what do you do? Do you tell Cindy? Do you tell the others?
It's the only clue we've got. So
Yep.
What's her
So
name?
yeah.
Cindy. Oh yeah, right. Cindy.
Cindy.
You want to say Sydney? It's really annoying. Cindy.
That's your brother.
So I turn to Cindy, and I point over to the blue fire. That must be Cookie.
He's like, yeah, I agree. And so you guys have go. Like, you give like the signal to Gary, or maybe you do your focus to talk to Gary.
I call over Gary.
Yeah, so Gary would be like floating a little bit in front of you guys, because he can fly faster than the ship goes at the current position. I wouldn't say like I think she would like hit the turbo mode, because like in her thoughts it's like, oh my god, Cookie's drowning, right? So everybody's like going like full speed.
I think that's what we're all thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think you guys meet up here. Let's take a short break so that I can prepare a little thing, and then we'll do you guys meeting back up. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Let's make this a 2-part video. I'm gonna stop the recording and start it again in a second.
Oh, what a treat!